Good morning, everyone. So I will speak slowly because everything I will say will be translated. My name is Laurent Pimpot. It is a French name. I am a language training coordinator at the CCNB, more exactly at the Language Learning Center. The CCNB is the French version of the NBCC that some of you know. My job is to propose and promote French language programs based on the needs of newcomers, refugees, permanent residents, and co-ed status. All our programs are free, assessment and training. You don't have to pay anything to be evaluated and to follow our trainings. They are free. About the Language Learning Center, we might say this. You can read it on the screen. We have 30 years of experience in learning language. Every year we serve more than 2,000 clients. We have 12 locations in Atlantic provinces. Some are in PI, others in Newfoundland, and I opened a new one in Labrador City. Every year, we do more than 3,000 assessments. And what we propose you, it's a tailor-made language courses. It's the learning through socio-cultural activities in and out of the classroom. The learning themes focus on your needs. This is the most important fact in our classes. They are your needs. At the end of each complete training, we issue a certificate. You see here people with their certificates. With the level 4, you can do the citizen test. We had in the past people who start learning French with us and they succeed in French at the citizen test. It was a very, very great challenge, but they did it. So why is it so important to speak French in Canada? French and English are both official languages in Canada. Some 8 million people speak French in Canada. And New Brunswick is the only one bilingual province in Canada. Around 320,000 people can hold a conversation in French in New Brunswick. It makes around 40% of people. You see here why it is so important to speak French, because there are many Francophone organizations throughout Canada. More and more French-speaking immigrants are coming to settle in Atlantic provinces. This is a new fact. Before, 10 years ago, it was not the case, but now it is. Speaking French is a considerable asset for better integration in Canada. We work mainly with two major institutions, IRCC and Working NB. I am here with you to speak about programs with IRCC. For the Working NB programs, I will give you a link to access to information about them. As you know, IRCC means Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. And we offer several French programs an important fact. These IRCC programs are strictly reserved for permanent residents and refugees, included Kuwait, Canada, Ukraine authorization for emergency travel. Then, if you have a work permit, a study permit, you are not eligible to follow them except for Kuwait, Ukrainian refugees.
Laurent, sorry to interrupt. We just received a comment. Is it possible to put the presentation on full screen? There might be something up at the top.
Yes, probably here or here.
Just
This one here.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah,
There we
absolutely.
go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So in addition, if you become a Canadian citizen, you are no more eligible. So I repeat to be clear, our IRCC programs are for permanent residents, refugees, or Kuwait status. Not for Canadian citizen, not for work permit, not for study permit. But the other programs, I will speak you a few words after, they are for this status.
Let's click.
Okay. Is it okay? Okay, but I need to speak about this one. Okay. So now I speak more in details about the different programs we have. The main program we have is called CLIC. You see here the CLIC, CLIC program. We offer it every year from level 1 to 4. This is for beginners until intermediate level, but just before to enter in the intermediate level. The CLIC starts in September and ends in June. Something important. It is a year-round program with continuous entry. Then you can attend it in December or February if you are ready to learn French. You don't need to start in September. You can reach the class in February, March, April if you want. Classes are held twice a week, either in the mornings or evenings, online or face-to-face, depending on the level, the location. Each class lasts 3 hours, and we take a maximum of 12 people to make the learning effective. In Fredericton, we currently have 2 face-to-face classes. The first one is on Monday and Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So it's twice a week. And the second one is on Tuesday and Thursday at the same time, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The location of these classes are the Centre Communautaire Sainte-Anne, which is the French center that probably most of you know. We offer in Fredericton face-to-face classes for beginners from level 1 to 3. But if you can't follow a face-to-face class, we can also propose you an online class. If you follow seriously this program for 2 years, you will be fluent in French. The second program we offer is the French for Parents. It's a course group, 12 people at maximum. I do the assessment myself. This online training takes place over a 10-week period. Twice a week with 2 hours per lesson. The time of lesson is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This program is for people who have children in French school or in the French immersion in the English schools. We have normally 3 modules per year in progressive succession. The level 1 starts in October until December. Now we offer the level 2 from January until the end of March. And the next level, the level 3, will take place from April to June 2025. So if you are interested, it's time to register. I also plan to open a level 1 in April for people who have absolutely no French basic notion. They can start from the beginning in April too. We also have literacy and numeracy classes. It's not offered face-to-face now in Fredericton, but I try to open a face-to-face class for people who need to learn the literacy and numeracy. And we have also workshop French second language. These are short training. They last 3 hours and focus on a specific theme as how to introduce yourself, how to ask a question, for example. With these workshops, you can say, for example, in French, Bonjour, je m'appelle Laurent. Je suis professeur. And speak at the minimum or to ask a question. Comment vas-tu? How are you? Comment vas-tu? It's a good introduction for French programs. Though these are the different programs under IRCC we offer, we have others programs with Working NB. This program is called BOLT program, and I will give you after the email address, and you will have all information about this if you write to this address. I am not in charge of this program, so I don't want to speak a lot about them. But these programs permit to improve access to employment. It is open to all, regardless of status. But they can only be taken if you are referred by Working NB. So, if you are interested in French program, you have to choose the French program you want. And when you will write to the email address I will give you after, you will receive information about our different program. Then you have to select assessment. The assessment is on 4 skills. reading, writing, speaking, and listening. When you have your results, you write again to the French center, the Language Learning Center. I will receive your choice, your results, and I will put you in the good class. Please note that if our classes are full, we will put you on a waiting list. And you will be contacted when a spot is available. You can follow us on Facebook. And if you want to contact us, there is only one email address to use. You write this email address, you explain exactly what are your goals, your needs, and we will answer you. So to contact us, you have to use languages@ccnb.ca.
Laurent, we just had somebody that asked if you could go back 2 slides.
The other one here?
I believe it's that one. Let us know when we can pass this slide. All right, you can continue. Thank you.
So here you have the address of languages@ccnb.ca. On the left part of this slide, you have the order. It's the exact email address. It's the same one, but in French. So you can use both. You can use the one you want. If it's easier for you in English, you take the email address on the right side of the slide. It's really better to write than to call. If you call, it will be difficult to have information because we have too many people to manage. So when you send an email, we answer you as soon as possible. When you write to the center, because you want to do the assessment, you will receive very shortly, very quickly, an answer from the assessment center. You will be assessed probably in less than 2 weeks. You will receive your result right away. And then you contact, once again, this address. They forward to me your email, and I answer you the day or the day after. And propose you a class, or unfortunately, I put you on the waiting list if the class is full. So there is only one thing to do, and that's to write to the following address. This is the most important things you have to do when you want to start French classes. And now I tell you in French, bienvenue au cours de français. Merci. So, Victoria, now my presentation is finished.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think we have a few questions that came up in the chat. One lady said, my kids go to French school, but we do not have permanent residency. Can I attend these classes?
No. Now, they must be permanent resident. The parents must be permanent residents or refugees or under co-ed status.
Okay. And then the other question is, can students be enrolled in English and French classes at the same time?
I assume that yes, now. Before it was impossible, but now it seems possible. Okay, I know we have a tractation, we have a discussion with IRCC, but we have some people who do it now.
Okay.
But be careful, I just want to say that the CLIC program is a strong commitment. It's 6 hours per week. It's 3 hours twice a week, but people have to work a lot.
Just it was confirmed that the you can do both languages.
Yes, you can do it.
It was confirmed to us by IRCC.
Thank you, Ahmed. Yes, it is, yes.
Thank you. Are there any more questions? Oh, someone said, what is the third group that you mentioned that are eligible for the programs?
Which one? The third groups?
Yeah.
So we have three kind of people eligible for IRCC course. We have permanent residents, refugees, and co-ed status Ukrainian people. Whatever the status for Ukrainian people, they can have a work permit, a study permit. They will be enrolled. They are eligible for all our trainings.
So Yulia is eligible. She's correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you are not, if you're a Canadian citizen, if you have a work permit, a study permit, you can reach a French class under the BOLT program, but you have to be referred by Working NB. You understand the difference? With me, it's under IRCC, it's a federal program. Working NB is a provincial program.
Hey, we have another question. Someone said, I am a Canadian and my kids go to French immersion program. Can I join the program?
No. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but you can't. Now, they are strictly reserved for permanent resident, refugees, and co-ed status. Another point I didn't speak about, it's when you attend a class, when you're eligible in a program, you have to be present at minimum 80% of the time in the class. If you are not, we can keep you in the class. Class are not open for people who come, for example, 1 week a month. No, it's impossible. If it's twice a week, you have to come at minimum 80% of the time. After 3 absences, I have to erase you from the class.
Okay, I think there's a few more questions. Somebody asked, who is considered a refugee for this program?
Any kind of refugee.
Okay.
Any kind. If you have the status of refugees, you are eligible to our programs. There is not a specific refugees, it's just mentioned on the paper, refugees.
Someone asked, what's the difference between federal and provincial program?
It's financial point, and the programs on the federal permit for someone who starts, for example, the clique in Fredericton. If the person move and goes to British Columbia, for example, he can follow the same program in Victoria, or in Vancouver, more exactly. But with the working NB, the BOL program is a provincial, so we don't offer it out of the province.
Okay, and I think somebody else asked, did you mention that the French classes through Working NB are open to newcomers with different immigration statuses?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, but be careful. You must be referred by Working NB. You can't write to us directly. You can write to us directly, but we will give you the address of the counselor to meet, to be sure that they are okay to pay for you the training. The difference between our programs, the IRCC and the BOL program, is another one. The BOL program is focused on job, employment. The CLIC program is on every terms of the general life. It can be education for kids, it can be health, it can be shopping, it can be relation with the bank, it can be job employment. When people arrive in the classroom, they choose exactly the term they want to study. They vote for that.
Okay, someone has said, my 2 kids and I are all PR, so we can attend the class. My kids missed the time to French immersion class, but they are interested and want to catch up with French.
The French for parents is for parents. It's not for kids. So if you register, it's for you. You can't register for your kids. It's impossible. We give you the possibility, the opportunity to learn French, to speak with the teacher, with the director, to read an email from the school, to read a report card. This is for you, not for your kids. Imagine that's for your kids. If you don't know how to read the report card, they will tell you that it's fantastic. They have good marks, and maybe it's not really the truth. So you have to check and to read the report, not by yourself.
Someone said that you said CLIC is the program you offer through IRCC. What is the name of the program through Working NB?
BOLT, B-O-L-T, a blended online training, B-O-L-T, BOLT.
Just wait a couple more minutes for some new questions to come in. And
I will share to the team of MCAF a link that people can read after, or they can have if they ask, if they do the request to the team of MCAF. It's the link where we have all our programs. But you will receive it at the same time if you write directly to languages@ccnb.ca. So no worries, write to us and we will give you all information you need.
I don't think that there's any more questions, but if anybody does have any more questions, there was an email and the website too, so you can contact them through there. And so I think we're good. Thank you so much, Laurent, for presenting, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure for me to come here to be with you, and I hope to see you as soon as possible in our classes. And you will see it will be very efficient for you to learn French.
Merci beaucoup, Laurent.
Thank you so much.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye.